Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my Q&A, and I asked you guys a few weeks ago for some questions because I hit 3K, which thank you again so much for that, and I'm here to answer your questions, so let's jump right into it. So aside from the questions, I got a lot of like nice comments and everything, just so thank you guys again for that, and thank you for the milestone, and I'm super happy to be bringing you guys more content. This summer I've been uploading a lot more. I don't know how that will go in the school year, but I'm really happy that you guys seem to be enjoying all the videos. So my friend Holly said, congrats on 3K, you deserve it and more. I remember when I first subbed, you had 500 subscribers, and you've grown so much since then. I feel like a proud mama bear even though I'm only 4 years older than you. My cue is that if you could have a tea party or dinner party with any 5 people, who would it be and why? And thank you again, thank you Holly, you're such a lovely person, I love you. For a dinner party with 5 people, I don't know, I could go with like 5 friends, 5 booktubers, 5 authors, 5 people who are dead, I don't know, but I would want to have a dinner party with like Edgar Allan Poe and like Stephen King and like H.P. Lovecraft, and I don't know, get the whole dark squad in there. With like 5 hot dudes would be great, so like get like Ryan Gosling in there. We can get so many other people. Oh, Kurt Cobain. Oh my god, yes. I would have, yeah, if I could, I'd have dinner with like Kurt Cobain, Ryan Gosling, Jeffree Star. I don't know, who else? I'll have dinner with like a band like Nirvana or Motionless in White or Of Mice and Men. Green Taylor said, congrats on 3K, that's such an amazing milestone, thank you. And I don't know if this question has been asked, but what is your favorite tag on BookTube? And oh dear, when I saw this question earlier I was like, oh my god, because I don't have a favorite tag. I mean, they're all fun, but my favorite tags to watch are probably the unpopular opinions book tags, because I love hearing people's unpopular opinion, and it's great to hear, and it's great to hear some different, you know, opinions on a bunch of different books. So yeah, the Book Sparkle said, congrats on 3K, you deserve it. Aw, thank you. You quickly become one of my favorite booktubers, and I was so glad when I found your channel because I finally found a girl around my age that has similar taste in books. By the way, I'm 15, almost 16. Anyways, congrats on 3K, and I hope your channel keeps on growing. Aw, thank you so much. Have you decided on what you're going to major in college? I got this question, I believe, a few times. I don't know exactly. I'm going into my grade 11, so my 11th year, my second last year of high school, so I have thought for a while that I would go into psychology. That could change, but that's what I've wanted for a while. I've also been interested in criminology, so they kind of go hand in hand in a way, just psychology but more based on criminals. I don't know, I've wanted to go into both those two fields a lot, so I think that's what I'm going to do, but we'll see what happens. Channel That Kid Reacts, he asked, have you read Dracula by Bram Stoker, and do you have it? I haven't read it yet, but I do own it. And what is your favorite Stephen King novel, which I believe I got a few times as well. Mr. Mercedes and The Shining are like my favorites, so yeah. Them Sayings, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but who's your favorite author in young adult books? I would have to go with Cassandra Clare because I love her books, and I know it's such a typical answer, but I do love the Shadowhunter world. As popular as it is, I do love it a lot. 21 Pilots asked, congrats on 3K, thank you. And what is your favorite historical fiction book? I have Salt to the Sea by Rita Petties is my favorite. I love it so much. It's a World War II historical fiction book, and we follow a bunch of point of views. It's great. Jasmine Espinoza asked, what Stephen King book would you say is a must-read for everyone? Okay, here's the thing. I can't say everyone should read Stephen King because his work is dark. It is, does have obviously like mature themes and language and things like that. Like his books can be pretty brutal and like blunt, so I wouldn't be like everyone must read Stephen King, because I understand why people might not like his writing, if you know what I mean. Don't kill me. But if you ask me like what Stephen King book should you read first, or like any of that sort of stuff, like what Stephen King book would I recommend, I don't know, like I would love to say like my favorites, like The Shining or Mr. Mercedes, but then again, if you're starting out with King, you maybe want to start with Carrie because it's publication order. But yeah, the Bookwalker, who always comments, so thank you so much for always commenting, said, congrats on another K. I would like to know if you're planning on visiting some places in the world, and if yes, where would you go? By the way, hi from Portugal. Hi. So I'm young-ish, so I can't really travel on my own, and I don't think I'd be allowed, and I don't have my own money, like I don't have enough money to travel alone, and I don't know when because I have school. But I've always wanted to go to Australia. As a kid, I did all my projects on Australia in elementary school. Like if you ask like any of my elementary school teachers, I swear I did Australia for like every project every year. When we were supposed to talk about like a place, I was like, Australia. So I'd love to go to Australia. London is a place I want to go as well. I don't know, there's so many places. I'd love to go to Italy because I'm Italian, so I'd love to go there. Lunar Sky asked, who I love, hey, she said, hey, congrats, I think it's great how consistent you upload all your videos. Thank you, which is amazing. I sometimes struggle with it and just get pushed back my priorities. So I think it's great to see where you are and where your channel and where you're going with your channel, and to see how you will change over time in a good way. Your hard work really shows. Thank you so much. Question, I'd be interested to know what pictures are on your background door. Hope this doesn't go under the weird questions. No, it doesn't at all. That stuff has been there for years. It's been there, I think, since my first video, so I haven't changed it, and it is not updated at all. But basically, I'm not gonna zoom in on it because it's like, there's some personal pictures on there that you can't really see, but basically it just has hot dudes, bands, a Criminal Minds poster because it's my favorite show, a Drive poster because I love Ryan Gosling in the movie Drive, and then I have some like religious quotes because I used to be really in touch with my faith, not so anymore, but those are still there. I have like Ryan Gosling up there, I have Jamie Dornan up there, I have like just random things like that. I do have a book quote up there, I have a quote from Criminal Minds up there, and I have a picture of half of it's Jay's, half of it's Sebastian. So yeah. Haley Spurlock, who, thank you so much for commenting, I noticed all your comments and I really appreciate them, asked, congrats on 3K, you deserve more personally. What is an author you avoid reading or don't read as much, and why? I don't think there's really an author I avoid reading. Maybe Stephanie Meyer. Maybe an author that I avoid reading. I don't know, there's books that I definitely avoid reading, but like not like author specifically. So yeah, thank you for your question. This was supposed to go in this video, or was just a general question, but Book Caterpillar asked, what kind of exam do you have? I wish you luck. I did talk about in this video that I have an exam coming up. I did it during Booktubeathon, and I had a world religions exam. In my school, we're required to take religion every year, and I did it online in the summer, so I got that done. But it was actually a really interesting course, and the exam went okay. Jay asked, whoa, congrats, darling angel. Thanks. Thank you. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why? A cat. I love cats. But if I want to be like bigger, I'd be like a lynx or like a cheetah. Something cool, man. Or like in another life, I think it could be an armadillo because I don't know, they just roll around. They're kind of like my spirit animals. I don't know, they're pretty cool. Louis Atkin, another one of my friends, asked, yay, I love you, Julia, well done. I'm so proud of you. I love you too, thank you. And my question is, what is your dream job? So personally, psychology or criminology is what I want to go into. So I think that my dream job has changed though a ton since I was a kid. It's been stable for the past like few years, definitely, like since I got into high school and like the end of elementary school, I've kind of known what I've wanted to do. But when I was younger, it changed drastically. Like I wanted to be a wrestler at one time. I wanted to be a baker at one time. And that's just kind of like a kid thing, is kind of like going through those phases, but yeah. And also, your favorite horror film. I don't know. Like, a lot of the horror films I watch are kind of like, they're like bad, but I like them. Like, I don't know. I like the Paranormal Activity movies because they're really stupid and they make me laugh, so I kind of like them, and I've watched all of them. And The Conjuring's a good one, obviously, everyone knows about that. Silent Hill is one that I watched several times and that I just enjoy. It doesn't terrify me, but I just enjoy watching it. So yeah, I don't know, creator stage. Creator stage? Yeah. Okay, congrats on 3K, thank you. What is your go-to reading setting? My bed is where I tend to read, or I read on the couch in my living room because it's super comfy, but I tend to fall asleep there because it's comfy. Also, this person also asked, do you schedule time to read or do you just read when you feel like it? It depends. There's sometimes where I get into the groove of like reading 2 hours before bed, or yeah, but I also read a ton in the car which apparently not a lot of people do, but I do all the time. Just because I don't drive, so when I'm in the car, or like when someone's driving me somewhere, like if it's like an hour drive, then I get a ton of reading in. So yeah, sometimes I schedule reading, sometimes I don't. When I really want to like hit a goal on a book or a certain page, or I have a certain goal, like I have a certain day I have to finish the book by, or that I want to finish it by, I will schedule time to read. Daily reviews asked, who's the author that has impacted you the most as a reader and a person? Probably Stephen King. I know a lot of people give me shit, especially on my Stephen King video, which, by the way, I get hate on all the time, and I get also a lot of lovely comments on it. I know a lot of you guys found me through that video, so thank you to those who like subscribed and sticked around and stuff, because that video's been an interesting one for me. But he definitely has. I mean, I started reading his books when I was pretty young, and I don't know, it just got me into it, and it just brought a lot of discussion. Like when I talk to certain people and stuff, I can talk about Stephen King, and like if they don't even read the books, like we could talk about the film and the story and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, it's just a great time, and he's definitely impacted me a lot, and he's introduced me to a lot. So yes, so those were the questions on my YouTube. I think I'm gonna go on my Instagram. I think I got a few there, so let me just check that real quick. So on Instagram, LAJT01, who I like talking to a lot, he's very sweet. He asked me, do you have writings of your own? I don't know. Some people have told me that I should write a book, or that it would be a good idea, or whatever. I've personally never been interested in becoming an author. It's just, I like to read. That's about it. I do know how much work it takes to create a novel, but I don't know. I've never really thought that much about it. I do sometimes write poetry because that's me, so sometimes I do that, but yeah. And when you go to college, what would you like to study? So I knew this was asked a few times. Yeah, psychology, criminology, stuff like that. And I believe those were all the questions, so if I missed your question, which I'm sorry, leave it down below and I'll answer it. But thank you guys so much again, and thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And again, thank you all for your comments and your just support in general. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you all super soon with a new video. Bye!